It's the 30th of June, which means players' contracts are expiring and it's time to build a squad for the new season. Let's go. Hello and welcome to Club 6 Part 8 of the Pilgrimage. My name is Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, it's the pre-season and transfer special edition. So let's get straight into it, and I will show you the transfers that we've got lined up so far, and let's have a look at what we've got coming in. Hopefully, we've made an offer for Julius Stru from Milan for 10 million initially, potentially rising to 50 million. And he is a centre-back and right-back. So let's have a look at his centre-back credentials. He's a no-nonsense centre-back and has solid attributes across the board. And then at right back, he's a wing back, and again reasonably solid attributes across the board. A couple of disappointing ones, but he's described as a centre back by the media, so more interested in his centre back abilities. The next player on the list is Maurizio Michele. He's a 21-year-old central defender. He's already been offered a contract, so let's have a look at him. He's also from Milan, and as you can see, he's a 2.5-star current ability central defender. But he's only 21 years of age, so got time to improve. He's got very decent heading, decent marking, decent tackling. His anticipation, bravery, concentration, decisions are all very good. As is his jumping reach, pace as well. He's 6'2", so a reasonable height for a central defender, and genuinely excited that this guy could turn out to be something quite special. So keep an eye out for him. So that's Maurizio Michele. Next one is left back Abier from Barcelona, who we've offered 10 million, potentially rising to 16 million. So let's have a look at him. 25 years of age, so definitely not a future prospect, one that we're looking to make an immediate impact. 2.5-star player, and he's a fullback. So his passing and tackling technique, concentration and decisions, positioning and work rate are all first class, as is his stamina. So looking for good things from him as well. He's played 24 times for Barcelona, so he's no mug, and looking forward to welcoming him into the squad too, assuming that he does end up joining. Next potential signing is Anthony, a 31-year-old winger from Ajax. Again, we've made an offer for him, which we're waiting for a response. 10 million initially, potential add-ons make it up to £50 million. And he would be the second best right winger at the club. So very much a good signing. He's been capped by his country, Brazil, but only 3 times. But I'm quite excited by this guy. He's got decent crossing, decent dribbling, very good first touch. He's got reasonable long shots, very good passing, technique's great, which you would expect for a Brazilian, decent anticipation, great composure, decision making is reasonable, his flair, as you would expect, is top notch, his off the ball is very good, as is his vision, acceleration's reasonable, agility's fantastic, and pace is pretty good as well. So again, a good player that we're looking forward to hopefully bringing in. So that's Anthony. And finally, a striker, Yannis Antiste from Fulham. So let's have a look at him. He's a 28-year-old French striker. So let's take a look. He's a complete forward. Standout attributes for him: first touch, long shots, passing, technique, anticipation, composure, decisions, off the ball, work rate, acceleration, agility, balance, obviously, natural fitness looks good, stamina and strength look decent. He's 6'1", so reasonably tall, and yeah, again another decent acquisition. He's scored goals in his career, 99 goals from 343 games. So should be able to score goals for us. It has done against us in the past. So those are the deals we've got lined up. I will bring you back when I've had answers from all of those, and I will then update you as to any further moves that come through. So I'll talk to you again in a moment. Okay, it is now the 14th of July, and therefore 2 weeks since we made offers to players, so it's time to have a look at who has come in. And our first signing of the window was Avier from Barcelona for 16 million. So we'll have a quick look at him. He's a left back, and he's 2.5 star current ability and potential, decent squad option, and he's played 24 times for Barcelona, so he's a pretty decent player, and has under 21 caps for Spain as well, so pleased to get him in. Let's have a look at the next player through the door. That was Maurizio Michele for 6.75 million from Milan, and he's a centre back, 2-star current ability, 4-star potential, 21 years of age, and central defender. Looks very useful, so very happy to have him on board. So he'll get plenty of game time as a backup in the central defensive area. And finally, Yannis Antiste from Fulham for 3.8 million. And he's a striker. The main reason we've signed him is he keeps scoring against us. He's not, as you can see, one of the leading lights up front, but certainly has the ability to find the back of the net. So fingers crossed he'll be a good backup option for us as well. And let's have a look at the offers we're still waiting to hear from. Just the one. It is Leandro. He's 23 years of age, and he's a man who can play anywhere in that attacking third of the field. So he can play either wing, he can play up front, and he can even play central midfield as well. So I'll show you him as a striker. In fact, we don't get to see his attributes, but as you can see, he's got pretty solid attributes across the board, and he would be the third best striker at the club, so very much in contention for a first team place. And at the age of 23, his best years are still ahead of him, so very pleased to have him on board, or potentially on board. And I will come back at the end of the transfer window to show you any further deals we make and to confirm whether or not we manage to get Leandro. I'll talk to you again later. Okay, so we're now into mid-August, and all the transfer business has been concluded and all the pre-season friendlies played. So let's show you the deals that have been concluded since the last update. And we've brought in another 3 players. We've brought in Leandro from West Ham for £35 million. So I'll show you him. And he is a striker who can also play on both wings, and he's a decent option. As you can see from his value, we've paid about the right amount of money for him. He's 23 years old and Brazilian, so should have plenty about him. So that's Leandro. Next player through the door was Stephen Jones, who, despite the name, isn't Welsh. So let's have a look at him. He is actually Spanish. He's a centre-back, 4-star current ability and potential, 16 caps for Spain, 24 under-21 caps, and he looks a very solid centre-back indeed, and will be first choice at centre-back without a shadow of a doubt. And the next player through the door after Stephen Jones was our final signing, Eugenio Carlos, for an ultimate fee of 115 million. It's not quite that simple. The initial fee is much lower than that, but this is Eugenio Carlos, and he's a centre-back. And again is one I would expect to be a first choice player, 3.5-star current ability and potential, and valued at somewhere between 103 and 115 million. So he is definitely a quality acquisition, and as you can see, he's played plenty of games for Arsenal, and it's showing us 115 million there, which I can't remember the exact breakdown of the details, but the initial fee is much less than that. And let's have a look then at the squad depth chart and see what we've got around the squad. This screen is slightly misleading, I feel, so we'll have a look at the squad depth. Starting in goal, Alban Lafont is marginally better than Gasparini, but Gasparini is going to be probably the first choice keeper. At left back we've got Abdesalam, Jones, Buongiorno, Eugenio Carlos and Di Marco. So predominantly it's Abdesalam and Di Marco that are the left backs. Centre backs, Skriniar, Omobamidele, Jones, Eugenio Carlos and Buongiorno. And at right back we've got Skriniar and Abdesalam and Dest. So probably Abdesalam and Dest will fight it out for the right back slot. So Abdesalam's guaranteed a spot basically at either left back or right back. Then into defensive midfield, Barella, Skriniar features again, Abdesalam features again, Sambi Lokonga and Rodri, with 3 more players who don't even get on the list. Shotard and Vapinski are both reasonably good. I think we can discount Luzolo. And then into central midfield, Barella, Sambi Lokonga, Rodri, Shotard and Vapinski are the main contenders there. On the left, clearly Jeremy Doku and probably Leandro will fight it out. On the right, Abdesalam and Colombo, and Doku will provide backup on the right hand side. Up front it will be Raspadori predominantly, although Colombo can also fit in there as well. So that brings the squad to a close. Let's have a look at the results we achieved in pre-season. As you can see, we won all of our matches. We won away to Lugano 2-0, home to Young Boys 4-1. We beat Milan 4-1 at home. We beat Sampdoria 2-0 at home, Red Bull Salzburg 2-0 at home, and Bologna 6-0 at home, and plenty of different goal scorers, so very much to be happy about. The final thing I want to do before closing out the pre-season edition is just to show you the season preview to see what the bookies think we're likely to do this season. So let's have a look. And they've got us as second favourites for the title, and I think that's reasonable. I'd like to think we'll be there or thereabouts. And in terms of the Media Dream 11, I don't think we've got anybody in it at all, from what I can tell. I don't think we have. In fact, we definitely haven't. Juventus are extremely dominant in the team, and AC Milan also have 2 in it, and Roma 1, and the only other participants are Atalanta with 1 at right back. And in fact, Juventus have the goalkeeper as well, so they've got 7 of the 11 in their ranks, which is probably why they are favourites for the title. We are going to do our best to push them all the way. As you can see, we've done the best we can by being the highest net transfer spenders. 6 players in, 6 out, total net spend of £214 million, and so time now then to have a look at what's coming up on the next episode, and I will bring you back for the opening 2 games of the season at home to Sampdoria and away to Napoli. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.